Now, the police in Accra have begun a 24-hour surveillance at the Engleshie Amanfrom in the South municipality following the spate of armed robbery in the community. Meanwhile, a couple have vacated their dressmaking shop to be used as a police post.
Residents of Engleshie Amanfrom and its environs have been hit by a spate of armed robbery over the last few weeks. The robbers have taken advantage of the absence of a police station and the deplorable roads to perpetuate their criminal activities. There have been 4 reported incidents within 3 days after the police led by the regional commander visited last week. The development has prompted the police to establish a 24-hour tent city police post to enhance surveillance in the area pending the completion of 2 police stations initiated by the resident associations.
So we are assuring them that we'll run here 24 hours. Anybody who will come in the daytime, the police will be here. The patrol teams are not going for them to be called, but they will be here and monitoring. What we advise is that they should not take the law into their own hands. They should liaise with the district police commander to support the police in fighting crime.
The regional police commander, however, warned against the firing of gunshots at night by some residents to ward off criminals, insisting it diverts the attention of the police patrols.
From 11 p.m. in the night, they start firing. Before you realize, police are called to these scenes, and eventually when they leave particular areas, the criminals are at another point. So we advise that they should stop firing. When you are not under attack, there are rules in the use of weapons. So when they acquire them, they should get in touch with the police so that they will guide them as to how to use it. You don't shoot indiscriminately.
Currently, a couple have given out their dressmaking shop to be converted into a police post.
And let's stay a while longer on this particular development because it has dominated media discussions in the last 3 to 4 days. Let's find out from the Police Public Affairs Directorate. We have been told that the IGP himself has taken a tour of the Engleshie Amanfrom area, and to tell us exactly what he's been saying and, to take this discussion further is Superintendent Cephas Arthur. He is the Director of Public Affairs of the Ghana Police Service. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for joining us. Great. To start with, what necessitated the IGP himself going to Engleshie Amanfrom?
Yeah, thank you. As you are already aware, there have been some occurrences of robbery incidents at Engleshie Amanfrom of late, raising concern among good many people of both Kaswa, Engleshie Amanfrom, Accra, and Ghana. So the IGP, together with his men, decided to put some measures in place to arrest the situation. So as I speak, personnel have been deployed there. 10 cities have been pitched at Amanfrom, and other arrangements have been put in place. Having done this, the IGP thought it wise for himself to go there and see things for himself and see whether the kind of directives that he has given are being followed, and also to meet the inhabitants of the community to share a word or two with them. So that is exactly what prompted the IGP's visit to the place this morning. Right,
and would want to find out what he has been telling the people. What information did he get? What did he tell them in return?
Yeah, as he toured the place, he realized that the place was a very vast area, very poorly planned. He also realized that the road networks are very bad, and he also observed that the people have formed themselves into groups, the inhabitants of the community, landlords association of this area, landlords, and it is a feature that the IGP appreciated so much and thought that the police can feed into it and help the people to help the police themselves. So he expressed appreciation to the people for the spirit of voluntarism that they themselves have initiated. And he also observed that some of them are even building police stations for their small communities. As you indicated, somebody has also volunteered his saloon for the police to use as a police post. So he expressed appreciation and solicited for even more support from the public. He asked them not to think that he's demanding anything huge from them, but pieces of information. And then also they should also put in place some personal security arrangements for themselves. As they go about that, they also form themselves into groups, discuss issues of security concerns to their communities, so that they pass on these pieces of information to their community police officers, to the police officers they see there. He even told them that the police officers who have been brought there do not know the nitty-gritties of the area. It is up to them, the police officers and their community members, to forge ahead, close their ranks, to enable them solve their security issues.
All right. That brings me to my next question about who provides, or whose duty is it to provide security for an area? Yeah. You know, like Engleshie Amanfrom is a developing area, like you mentioned, it's quite vast. Yes. But what are the considerations before a security post is provided? Is it the Ghana Police's duty to give or put up a police post in an area, or it is an initiative of the people, then the Ghana Police Service can help?
No, it is government's duty through the Ghana Police Service. Okay. Once a place is developing, it is outlying, and the place is vast with a lot of inhabitants, then there's the need for some social amenities, including police station. Right. So it is up to the police to put police facilities there to ensure that measures are in place to provide security for them. And so it is government's duty to ensure, even the district assembly or the local assemblies through government, to provide these amenities. But then, you know, as it is said, crime combat is a shared responsibility. Right. So if through spirit of voluntarism, spirit of nationalism, the members of the public, especially those who have enough, the philanthropists among them, also volunteer logistics and equipment and this kind of facilities, it is in order. Because crime combat, as I said earlier, is a shared responsibility. The central government cannot do it all alone. And since we all need some peace in our area, we can partner the police, and that is what we call for. And that is what the people of Amanfrom are exhibiting to the hilt.
Okay. All right. We wish you well and hope that we'll be able to follow up this, and at least, like you're saying, it's a shared responsibility between residents or indigents and the police. Thank you very much, Superintendent Cephas Arthur. He's the director of the Ghana Police Public Affairs Department, and been speaking to us on the latest development with regard to the Engleshie Amanfrom development, and we'll keep an eye on it and see how best it pans out in the coming days.